All right, guys, let's take a look at Bitcoin. It is much weaker than the NASDAQ today, as the NASDAQ got picked up from the lows, and Bitcoin did temporarily getting sold back off over here. And we're seeing a break in the correlation between the NASDAQ and Bitcoin. And you can just take a quick look at BTC over here, and then the NASDAQ is much stronger, where we're overall getting higher highs. So we got a higher low on the monthly time frame, whereas on Bitcoin, we're getting lower highs and lower lows. So we also take a look at this lower high pattern on the monthly. We got a lower high again. We got a fake out last month where it broke the lower monthly high pattern, faked out, upper wick of profit taking, rejected and closed below the 8-period moving average. And now we're getting some more selling pressure on this new monthly candle, which I'm looking for personally to head all the way down, even below the middle Bollinger Band on the monthly, towards this area, which is the 50-month moving average. I'm looking for a big drop. Also lines up with the 200-week moving average, this area over here. I'm not looking for that to happen instantly, but I am looking for the potential that in the next few candles, even possibly on this candle, we drop down to the lower Bollinger Band on the daily, which is down below 58,000. And if we take a look, and I'm going to show you what's very clear to me. We take a look on IBIT. This is the biggest Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock. Look at all that volume at the highs, and you could see it on the monthly time frame as well. The biggest volume candlestick is right at the top. And what this tells me is that there was a lot of selling of Bitcoin right at the very top, because all that buying came in and yet it wasn't able to go any further, and somebody was there to sell into it. And what I think, here's my theory, is that BlackRock and the big boys bought Bitcoin at the bottom. You can see all the volume here on finance exchanges, and then they sold it to people through their ETF right at the top. And that's what the volume tells me. It looks quite obvious to me. A lot of people think that this might be a bull flag. The thing with bull flags and bullish patterns is that they shouldn't take this long to play out. This is taking a very long time to play out, and it's really looking like distribution. What distribution is, that the big boys, they're selling slowly so that people don't notice. You notice that it really hasn't gone anywhere for over 8 months now. It's pretty much the same price. And that is what they do, and they keep teasing people. Oh, it's going to break out. It's looking good, and then right back down. And oh, it's going to break out. It's looking good, and right back down. And that is a typical type of price action you see during distribution. It was just teasing people a lot, making people think it's going to go somewhere when it doesn't. So we got 8 months sideways action. Looks like distribution to me. We got the highest volume at the top on BlackRock's ETF. We had them clearly loading at the lows on Binance, and what looks like selling at the high on their once their ETF came out right at the top. And you see it never went ever higher than that. It was that peaked on the volume spike, and it's been going down. It's got a lower high and a lower low on the monthly ever since. And clearly we got a break in the correlation with the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ is significantly stronger than Bitcoin. Where it's gone nowhere for 8 months, or this NASDAQ overall has been on an uptrend despite some recent volatility. So I personally am looking for a big drop on Bitcoin. I feel very confident in it. And that's what I'm looking for. Of course, nothing is for sure, but I do believe we are going to get some significant downside. And this has been boring for a long time, but once this long-term pattern breaks, we could see a very large move, and I believe it's going to happen very fast. Sometime between now and the elections, I believe we're going to get the big drop that I'm looking for below 40,000. So I'm being a little predictive here. And you know, normally in my videos recently, I'm not too biased to one side, but I do see a lot of red flags here that tell me this is most likely, in my opinion, going to see a significant drop in the coming month.